Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today it's another video where I'm gonna try and get rid of all of my old equipment here. I have another Dell Power Edge 2950 and it's a Model 3 as well, and I have already had one of these for sale and I sold it. And thank you very much to the awesome Danish dude that came by and picked that up in these Corona times, and it was a bit of a challenge to keep a distance, but well, it turned out awesome. He was actually here to buy the IBM X3850 Model 2, but he bought the Dell as well, so that was kind of a win-win. Sold two servers at once. But I have another one of these that I don't expect that I'll be needing. I got a lot of comments on the last video where I showed the other one that, well, that's just an electric heater. A little bit unfair. It's still a fun server to play with. This is not a 24/7 server, admittedly. You can get servers that perform way better and uses way less power nowadays. They usually cost a bit more. You often also have to give in on the enterprise level on it, and this is an enterprise server. It's built to run 24/7 and it has all the features for running 24/7, redundancy and all that good stuff. So this is a fun server to play with. I would call this a weekend server, something that you turn on during the weekend. You install something, you play with it, and you, well, turn it off again and turn it on next weekend, install something else, or whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's kind of how I see this. It's kind of a collector's thing. It's like collecting sports cars. There's no reason for it, and it's rather expensive, and yeah, this is just a server thing. So first we had the front here, and it comes with this nice cover that makes it look very Dellish. And it has a locking mechanism, and the key has never moved from where it was originally. It has a display over here. It says that this is the Model 3 of this model of server. I don't know how they do that, but yeah, on off, a little display, a couple of USB ports, VGA, CD-ROM, floppy drive, room for 4 hard drives in this one. You can do something over here and extend it to 6 hard drives instead of 4 hard drives. It only comes with 1 hard drive, this one, and it's a special one. This is a SATA hard drive, and there is a SATA to SAS converter on the hard drive, so to play along with the RAID controller in there. I'm not sure if this is needed or if it's just nice to have. I have not tried, but oh, and the disk is just a tiny little stupid one. It's a 160 gigabyte disk, Western Digital, nothing special whatsoever. So but we're gonna try and install something on that. Oh yeah, and it comes with server 2003 R2s, 64-bit, 1 to 4 CPUs, 5 clients, something. That little stupid license that Microsoft decided that we also needed. On the back, this server does not have the management card installed, which is a thing that you can add on to the system board, a little square thing that you put in there. But it has a couple of extra network cards, one there, and I'm not gonna take those out. VGA, 2 USB ports, 2 1 gigabit Ethernet ports. We have a weird power plug. That is actually for the cable management arm. They put a blue LED on that, so you can pop that in there, and there's a blue LED on that arm. And with the server there is rails, and there is also the cable management arm. I have those. And the 2 power supplies with LEDs, redundant and stuff. Let's open up. So you open here. Take the cover off, and we have the server. I have put power on it, so it's lighting up. I don't remember what CPUs are in this, but there are 2 CPUs, and there are also RAM, 2 gigabyte blocks. So probably there is 16 gigabytes in this, as there's 8 RAM slots, and those 2 extra 1 gigabit network cards over there. I hope they're 1 gigabit. They look tiny. It's only an PCI Express X1. You don't see many of those. So yes, good. Have a big RAID controller over here. Not entirely sure yet what this one is, but we'll see that when it boots. Comes with battery, extra power cable right there, hidden away. Hot pluggable fans. Come on, don't be shy. Oh yeah, this server can be quite noisy, so that's another reason why you don't want it in your living room, which is kind of irritating. And it's partly the fans' fault, because they put in small fans instead of, well, making room for some bigger fans. The bigger fans you can put in, well, they don't have to run as fast, and when they don't have to spin as fast, well, they don't make as much noise, even though they can pull the same amount of air. So that's also why when you see 1U servers, they will be noisy as heck when they have to cool that, whereas 2U and 3 and 4U servers, they're way more quiet. It's possible to boot the server from a USB stick. There is USB right here. There's also something, I forget what this is, but there is a thingy here with some kind of a key on it. Dell, it says TOT2. I forget what that is, but there is that. I'm not gonna take that anyway, it's gonna sit there, so if you look that up, well, it's included. So I want to try and install something on this server. Well, last time we installed server 2019, and that ran without any issues whatsoever. In the last video I installed ESXi 6.7 on this server down here, just to find out that 7.0 just had come out. Yeah, I should have done a bit more research there, but well, I had overlooked that. But on this one, I want to try and see if we can put Proxmox on there and see how far we get with that. And Proxmox is also now available in a newer version. They are up to version 6.1 that came out late last month. So we're gonna try and make a bootable USB stick that we can install Proxmox from. Here is Proxmox, and it's a free hypervisor. And I know there is a lot of free hypervisor. It's not a problem to get a free hypervisor, it's a problem to pick a hypervisor. And there is a lot of people that likes XPNG, is that the right one? But that's also very popular. I've kind of gone with Proxmox, and they only kind of have two products that they're trying to push here. They have the hypervisor and they have a mail gateway. We're gonna get the hypervisor. Let's go to download, and here we see that Proxmox VE 6.1 ISO file, and we can just press download. If we do that, it downloads. There's no crap whatsoever, it just downloads, and it puts it in my download directory. I went ahead and I did that, so here it is. So we have a 870 megabytes ISO file we need to do something with, and to do that we need to use Rufus, a tiny little program that will help us make a bootable USB. I have that here under my temporary directory, Rufus file. Oh, I actually have it over here. Okay. And it complains, wants to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Well, I worry about that too sometimes. So yeah, here we have it. I put in a USB stick. I went ahead and I ordered 5 new USB sticks yesterday. I am getting so tired of having to delete everything on a USB stick every time I do something new, instead of just leaving it on there for some time. But so let's see, we have the USB stick here, that's great. I'm not sure which partitions. We're just gonna go with this one that it's already at. FAT32, probably, let's go with that. Label, let's try and change that to Proxmox 6.1, there. Find our ISO file, that's one. Cool, and it changed the label again. Let's try that again. Dot. Do you want to download? Nope. We have to change it. Apparently this is important, right in DD image mode. I found a manual online that said that we have to do that, so we're gonna try that. And it's gonna delete the USB stick that I put in there. Yeah, I know. That's why I ordered 5 new, because I'm getting tired of that. Okay, that completed. Let's go check if it works. Let's pop it in right there. Let's see if that will do it. Okay, and power on. Welcome aboard this Boeing 775, and it's booting up. I was fast. I pressed F12 to attempting PXC boot. That wasn't what I wanted. Boot menu 11 is what I wanted. Okay. So yeah. BIOS is probably ancient. Okay, and it tells us that we have a 3 GHz CPU and 16 GB of RAM. So very nice. And an LSI rate controller. It's complaining about the battery. It's probably discharged, so that's probably why it's complaining about that. It has to charge up the battery and then it will stop complaining about that. That is nice. It has a virtual drive, which means that there is a configuration on the hard drive in there. Let's see, boot menu, thank you. This is the boot menu. It looks different than on the other server. But if I go down from normal to hard drive down here, I actually get the option of booting from the USB stick. And I see that this rate controller is the PERC6/I. So yeah, there's that. So let's try the USB stick, see what happens. And it starts up Proxmox here. So let's install. See how that goes. The server is a bit noisy, but well, I will say this is a win already. Our USB stick is working, so we'll have to agree to the license agreement here. So otherwise, we won't get very far. And if you would just read that out loud to me while I agree. Oh, we have something to install on as well. Target hard drive down here. Let's see. That's about it. There's nothing else. Options, but let's just pick that next. Country, it knows where we are at. Well done. Keyboard layout, blah blah blah, time zone, that's fine. Password, I'll come up with something here. So I've given it a strong password, and I'm gonna put in an email down here. As I'm selling this, it doesn't matter. I have added the password on the top of the server. And I promise you, I don't use this password for anything else. Here we get to set some network settings. As there's 4 network cards in here, they pop up right there. And I am guessing that the one it has picked is probably okay one. It seems like it has gotten a DHCP address, and as I've only popped in 1 network cable, I'm guessing that it's the right one. I need to give it a valid host name, fully qualified domain name. So I'm gonna pop in something there. Okay, let's see if it will eat that. Next, this is a nice menu actually. We get the summary and we can install. And it's installing. I have no idea how long that's gonna take. Also curious if this Proxmox is gonna be happy with the hardware that we have presented it. CPUs are a bit old and stuff like that. I know that newer versions of ESXi would not be happy on this, so this would be a big plus if this runs here. I have no idea where this server has been, but it smells like dentist in here right now. It's really funny. It reminds me that I should have had a dentist appointment, but everything is closed because of the corona crisis, and the dentist, they don't want any. Well, if you have something crucial, I'm sure there is a emergency service, but yeah, it smells like dentist in here now. Well, awesome. So now I will be able to go on to another computer and connect to this host on the IP number with this port number, and that should work fine. This was no problem whatsoever. Yeah, I'll probably have to do some further installation on the computer. Let's go check that. I picked up the rails out in the data center, and these are the rails that comes with this server. It's really heftily built. It's really high quality rails. This is from when, well, they are a bit dusty. This is from back when they actually put in some effort and making stuff the right way. Like high quality castings here, and well, they put in real metal in this stuff. It's heavy. Okay, I punched in that IP number thingy up here. Let's see what happens. Does it see it? Not really. There is something in the other end, so that is kind of weird. I'll figure this out. Ah, for fuck's sake. It's just another example of me not reading what's on the screen. Reboot, it says right here. I need to reboot it and then go there. Okay. Stupid me. Even prepared a reboot button right down there, so they're gonna try that one if I can control the mouse. Reboot. And I'm gonna take out the USB key as well. Okay, it booted and it looks like Proxmox usually looks. Nothing big, just a lot on screen. I just looked up the RAID controller and I had a question about this the other day. This RAID controller, the push, I don't know what it's called, 6i, it can do 2 terabyte drives. Anything bigger than that it can't do, and no firmware update will help. Okay, let's try this again then. And we have something. That's great. Go gadget. And to log in, we need to log in as root. And the password was 1... Did I get that right? I did. Proxmox is free, but they do want you to sign up for a subscription. You get some extra features and support and stuff, and you can read up on that if that's something that you're considering. If you're going to use this in a professional environment, well, you might want to do that. Okay, this looks pretty cool. Have our host down here. Let's see, summary. It has 8 CPUs, RAM, it has 16 gigabytes, hard drive, not a lot. Using a little bit here and there. There is 2 processors. These are the Intel Xeon X5450s in there, 3 gigahertz. Nice. There's some Linux kernel thingy. I have no idea what to get out of that, but yeah, this seems to be fully functional. There will be some things that won't work on this older CPU. For example, pass-through of PCI Express cards. Well, you can't do that on older CPUs. You need some features in the processor, some instruction sets in there, and they are not available before the 5500 series. So there is some limitations, but you would be able to use this in a normal way. Have a bunch of virtual machines on here, running everything from Linux to Windows to I have no idea what else you would be running. Well, Synology maybe. Okay, that was fairly easy. It worked right away. Didn't have any trouble whatsoever. Awesome. I like these videos. Well, it really helps that you don't have to mess around with it for 8 hours to do a video and can do this in like 1 hour. It's awesome. As said, I'm selling this and I'm selling it on my PlayHouse shop. Links in the description. And as this is heavy, this is from when they were, back in the day when they were cheating and putting real metal in the servers, back when they made things that would last. I weighed in the last one and it was like 25 kilograms, and the rails came on top of that, was another 5 kilograms, and yeah, if you want to put it in a box, I could kind of ship it in Denmark, but I couldn't ship it out of the country because it would become too big, and then I would have to go and get a pallet and stuff. So yeah, if someone in Denmark wants to stop by and pick this up, it will be available in the shop. For everybody out of the country, sorry, it just won't be available. And shipping out of Denmark is just crazy expensive. And also, if you go visit my shop, I have a lot of other smaller things available. And right now, the shop tells you the worst case price of that item. So if you order like 2 RAM blocks and doesn't tell it where you live, the shipping price will be awful, because it will take the worst case scenario. Like shipping to the United States is bloody expensive from here, but if you're from Germany, France, the Netherlands, or anywhere else in the EU, as soon as you tell the system that you're from there, the shipping price will go drastically down. And that is probably also why I haven't shipped anything yet to the US. It's just bloody expensive, and mostly everything that I have for sale they can get cheaper over there because they don't have to pay these stupid shipping prices. But inside the European Union shipping prices are kind of fair in Europe also, and after that it becomes terrible. I have shipped something to New Zealand and to Australia, so thank you guys down under for still ordering something. I do really enjoy playing webshop, so yeah, I enjoy that. Please remember to like this video and join me over at Facebook. I forget that all the time. I have a Facebook page. I'll try and leave that in the description as well, where Mike is so awesome and helps me to post all of my new videos there. Thank you, Mike. And also I'm on Twitter, and of course to all my patrons, remember to watch my extra Patreon videos over there. And now I should probably stop filling you with crap so you can get on with your life. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.